Alright, so here we are with this 21-foot Thor. I'm going to go ahead and cover quick features on the power control panel, where the main breaker box is, the fuse block, and all that kind of stuff, and just so you know the functions of the electrical system here. So as you're walking in the door here, you have a couple switches, a battery disconnect switch right there on the left, and the extend retract switch is for the awning on the outside. That one we'll go ahead and do a quick demonstration. I'll go ahead and hit the extend, and that'll bring the awning out. And we'll go ahead and bring that awning all the way out till it stops, and that will be fully extended. Then to bring it back in, you just hold the retract button and bring it all the way back in. And when it snugs up with the vehicle, just like that, that is all the way back in and nice and secure. You know, don't operate that awning if it's windy. You know, typically about a 5-mile-an-hour breeze is good. Beyond that, you're kind of testing your luck. I mean, if that thing gets ripped off, it can be a little pricey to replace, so keep that in mind. Okay, so these two switches right here, this first one is going to be this little light here on the outside. Okay, and then your second one right here is also an exterior light. That one is an LED rail up there on top. See that there? Okay, so those two are operating your exterior lights outside, and then you have your awning switch here and also your battery disconnect. And don't ever use this. This is for service purposes only. We always keep that connected for you to use. We don't ever disconnect that. That's just for when we swap out batteries. So, all right, then moving on inside here. All right, and now that we went and covered the light switches, I'm gonna go ahead right here, pull you up and show you the control panel. And basically right here is your monitor, so you can monitor your battery levels, which we're plugged in, so we are full and ready to rock. Your propane levels, your fresh water tank, your black tank, and your gray tank. So these you don't always trust, and you know, the fresh water will be filled to the top when you come and pick this thing up. And this one is a gravity feed water fill. So I will go and connect a little clip here to show you where you fill that gravity feed. All right, so here is the gravity feed, or the gravity fill, on this 2015 Thor here. So this is what it'll look like. It's right here on the driver's side, and like I'm saying, it is a gravity fill. So you just put your hose in there. If you have a pressure regulator, that helps. You don't need one, just don't run it on full blast, but then just go ahead, throw a freshwater hose in that fill right there, and you can just turn on that until it goes ahead and comes out. I mean, it'll get you all wet, so just be careful filling that thing up. Don't get a really snug tight fit on there. There is a little overflow valve on the tank. But you will notice that it's full when it is coming back out at you. So that is the gravity fill portion. And real quick, I'll just walk down the side of the driver's side here. This is the city water connection. This thing here, you'll want to hook up to, get a nice fresh water line on there, and you can just turn on that water pressure, and you can run that city water pressure, and you don't need to turn on your water pump and anything like that. That will bypass the fresh water tank and just run water straight into the system. All right, so this black tank here is your wastewater, your sewage, and you want to keep an eye on that with the flashlight. And I'll go ahead and show you a quick clip of the bathroom real quick. All right, so here in the bathroom on the 2015 Thor, we'll go ahead and cover the toilet feature and the shower here in the bathroom, just to kind of give you guys familiarity with how this thing goes. So here's the toilet on this thing. It is a foot pedal operation toilet. So here is this foot pedal. Now on these foot pedal operation toilets, you'll see if you barely press on it, you'll get a little bit of liquid coming out of that valve. So that liquid, once your water pump is running, you'll have plenty of pressure from that water pump there, and you'll just hold that thing down, and it will supply plenty of water all the way up as far as, I mean, it'll overflow this thing if you want, but you'll basically want to go about a quarter of the way to halfway up when you have solid waste to flush down the toilet. So you can use that, and it'll work just fine. So once you get that thing
about halfway up, you'll push that pedal all the way, which will dump the toilet. And you can keep a good eye on your level with a flashlight. You know, don't always trust those gauges. A good eye on the level with a flashlight is always a good technique, just to keep an eye so you don't overflow that sewage system.
All right, and so this gray water tank is basically all of the water from your sink when you're doing dishes, and your shower when you're taking a shower. And this is all operational by turning on this water pump. And right now everything is disconnected because it's winterized, but we have this water pump available in all the warm months. You know, any time that we're consistently above about 24 degrees in the mornings, we can go ahead and have these things fully operational for you. Outside of the main season, they will be dry units to rent. So right now it is dry unit. And then you have your water heater function here. Turn this thing on about 20 to 30 minutes before you're wanting to take your hot shower, or you're wanting to do warm dishes or anything like that. And your generator function is right here. So you'll go ahead and you'll hold your generator switch down, because that will prime that unit, and you'll see that light turn on and your hour meter turn on. So that means that generator is ready to go. Then you can hold the start button down until it is ignited. So it didn't take long to fire up. If it does, go ahead and stop holding that start switch and then hold the stop button one more time to reprime it. It kind of kicks on a little bit of a carburetor heater and gets that thing primed and ready to rock on a real cold morning. So and to shut this generator down, you just simply press that start button once, and simple, just like that. And so the main control box for this unit is right here below the bed. This one has all of your everything's labeled here in simple print, and this will have all of your breaker switches. If one gets tripped, like the AC gets tripped because it's overpowered, you just come over here, turn it back on, and then don't overpower that circuit again, and then you won't have any issues there. And then the heater control unit is here. This here will provide the furnace function for the unit. As you can hear that turn on, that'll crank on, and you will have ample supply of your heating or your cooling. Basically, you don't want to use this for your cooling. The cooling unit here is on the roof. This is your AC unit here, and it has a switch, shows off. Then you have a low fan, a high fan, a low cool, and a high cool. So we'll go ahead and turn that guy off. And this one shows hot or cold over here. Not sure if this thing works as a heater. It's typically just used as a ceiling AC unit. So we'll just keep that over on cold, and then you can have that function for your air conditioner. Comes in quite handy. So, alright, and that pretty much wraps up all the basic functions of the electronic portion inside this 2015 Thor. Thanks for joining us here.